How's it going? Welcome back into my den. My name's Tobin. Brush Review Series, Episode 16, the Solar Flare. Going to follow the same format that has been laid out in the series in the previous 15 episodes. This is the fourth brush from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I've done the Atomic Rocket, the Green Ray, and the Starcraft. Now we're taking a look at the Solar Flare. The Solar Flare is a 24 millimeter in diameter with a 55 millimeter loft. So from the top of the handle to the very tip of the bristles, 24 around and 55 millimeters high. The fibers are synthetic, and it's what Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements calls Nexus fibers. Extremely soft. I'm going to say right up front, if you already own the Green Ray, you may not need this one, but if you own the Green Ray and you love the Green Ray and you want something that's just a teeny bit softer with a little bit more backbone, this is the perfect brush. Let's get into it. So this is an homage to the Erskine K250. One of the things I love about Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements is they take old school brushes that have been gone forever, give them a little bit of a modern touch, and bring them back to us. And you got this classic butterscotch, and butterscotch is the old school color that was super popular back when these brushes were being made. It's got a nice masculine flair to it. It's creamy, and these Nexus fibers just go perfect with it. And as a schnerd, I think you need to own them all, but not everybody needs to own them all, because not everybody has this brush compulsion that I do. What's first? Soft tips. That's what's first. So with the Green Ray, I gave it a 9, and this is just slightly softer than the Green Ray. I'm giving the tips, just the very top of the tips, a 9.5. Face feel. So when you get the fibers splayed open and on your face, how soft is it? I'm giving it a 9.5. With the tips, I can feel a difference between the tips of the Green Ray and the tips of the Solar Flare. But when I have it splayed open, I can't really notice a difference. So the face feel is the same, but the tips are just a little bit softer. That next brings us down into backbone. So the Green Ray has a loft of 57 millimeters, so how tall the fibers are coming out of the brush. The fibers on this one is 55 millimeters, so we're only talking millimeters, so it's extremely hard to even tell the difference, but there is a small difference if you look at them closely. But one thing that you will notice, or that I notice when I look at them, is that the Solar Flare, dogs are outside the room playing, when you look at the fibers and closely down here at the base and up here at the top, the Solar Flare is packed in more tightly. Like, I believe that there's actually more fibers in the Solar Flare than there is in the Green Ray. Now, that's just me looking at it. I've, of course, never counted the number of fibers, but I do believe that you're getting a little bit more backbone because there's more bristles packed into the 24 millimeter ferrule. Ferrule is this top part of the brush. So for that, I'm giving it a 6.5, while I gave the Green Ray a 6. So slightly more backbone. Ease of splay, I'm giving it a 6.5, with 10 being the easiest thing ever to splay, 5 being average. This is a little easier than average. If you're looking for something with a lot of backbone, this is not your brush. If you're looking for something that has moderate backbone and is easy to splay, this brush and the Green Ray are right up your alley. Flow through, how easy the water and soap flows through the bristles and are able to be applied onto the face as a result of it. I find that there are some fibers out there that hold on to it, and you know that the soap is in there, but you just can't get it to come out. And so flow through, I'm measuring how easy it is to get that soap and water out of the brush and onto my face. Super easy with this brush. I'm giving it an 8. That's the same score that I gave the Green Ray. Now, like I always say, I believe we can have our cake and eat it too. We can have the best of both worlds. That you can also have a brush that allows good flow through, but at the same time also has good retention. It's hard to have both be awesome, but I do think that there are some really great fibers out there that do both, and I believe that the Solar Flare Nexus fibers are one of those. For retention, I'm giving it a 7. That's the same score that I gave the Green Ray. Like a lot of synthetics, if you get carried away, it is a little messy, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's overly messy, and it's not just going to throw lather all over. I think these fibers and the way that they're packed into the handle do a great job of holding onto the soap, but at the same time, allowing the soap onto the face. That brings us down into value. Now, since I did my last brush, which was the StarCraft, the price has gone up, and the price has gone up a lot since I bought my first Atomic Rocket years ago. I want to say when I first bought the Atomic Rocket, it was like $13.95 or $14.95. Don't quote me, but it was under 15, and we're talking, I don't know, 8 years ago. Again, don't quote me. Years ago. I have 4 Atomic Rockets, if you're not familiar with my content. And so the price has gone up to $22.95. Still getting the same brush. It's just, you know, inflation, right? And so in the previous videos, when I was reviewing them, they were $19.95. And so they have gone up $3 to $22.95. And so that led me to once again take a look at the other brushes on the market today and to reevaluate what kind of value I think you're getting for $22.95 with the Solar Flare. Prices have gone up everywhere. It doesn't matter where you look. Inflation abounds and has for years now. I'm going to give it a 10. I still think that even at $22.95, hell, I think even if it was $25, that this would still be one of the best values for a synthetic shave brush, and I believe that is true with all of Phoenix Artisan's brushes, that even at $25, you're getting one of the best values that you could possibly get with a synthetic brush. I've had this for years now, ever since it first came out. I love it. It's one of my favorite soft synthetic fibers. It really is. I wish Doug would revisit it. He hasn't yet. So far, only these fibers are only available in the Solar Flare. You might still be able to buy just the knot, but I love it. It is one of my favorite fibers on the market today, and I don't see how it will ever not be something that I enjoy. As always, with the series, value is a little big thing. I want to wish you guys a great autumn. This is my first video of autumn 2024. It's a little big things, my friends. Getting a great value and stretching your money as far as it'll go. And when it comes to these two, I'd recommend just getting whichever one you like the colors of both, because they're very comparable. The Solar Flare and the Green Ray are very comparable when it comes to performance. Green and yellow, go Ducks. That'd have to be my favorite, right? Because Oregon Ducks. But you still got I mean, it's butterscotch, but it's yellow, yo. Oh, gotta do a better O. We see your O. Go Ducks. Take care, guys.